Hey, so you know what's cool? Good hymns. Good hymns are awesome. And it's not just because I'm kind of a nerd about church stuff, but good hymns are awesome because they sing about Jesus for us. They sing to our problems of today, of right now, because they sing about Christ who has conquered the devil, the world, and our own sinful flesh. There are such a thing as bad hymns, and it's not just because you don't like the tune, it's because they're about me and how great my day is and how much I love God. And all of those things tend to falter more often than not, especially when we sort of come to these rough, awkward days where it's really hard to just find that serene feeling that you got on Easter sunrise service growing up when you couldn't go into church at sunrise and instead you watched it wearing sweatpants on your phone. But good hymns are cool because they actually talk about the coronavirus even without ever calling it by name because they find Christ giving a victory over it. This is If Christ Had Not Been Raised from Death, one of the most amazing Easter hymns. If Christ had not been raised from death, our faith would be in vain, our preaching but a waste of breath, our guilt and sin remain. But now the Lord has risen indeed. He rules in earth and heaven. His gospel meets a world of need. In Christ we are forgiven. We found the world with need, but hear how the gospel meets it. The gospel stands toe to toe with the coronavirus, with the fear, with the sin, with the death itself, and everything that is wrong, and preaches Christ is risen from the dead. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to be afraid. Christ, who has conquered death itself, has given us life. And life in such a way that we are not wasting our time with this stuff. If Christ has not been raised from the dead, this is all a waste of time. But because he has conquered death, none of these things are something we need to be afraid of. It's hard to sing by yourself, but if you can find a hymnal, look through it. There's some amazing hymns that speak about Christ for sinners, that point to where the victory is, that give so much hope and peace. We sing hymns because they grant us comfort. They point to the promise instead of the panic. Good hymns, very cool.